Good afternoon, Gen Xers, and that was Vince McMahon live from the Pontiac Silverdome on March 29th, 1987, introducing WrestleMania 3. The big one. Hulk Hogan defending the WWF Championship against the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. And 1987, as a 7-year-old, I would turn 8 a few days later. As a 7-year-old, I was scared. I was a little Hulkamaniac still at the time, and I was worried that the 500-pound, 7'4", big, bad fire-breathing giant was going to crush Hulk Hogan. But my memories of WrestleMania 3 don't just end with that match, as it was a game-changing match, and they packed an alleged 93,000 into the Pontiac Silverdome. What really stood out to me, though, was a match earlier on the card. Ooh, yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for the Intercontinental title, in my opinion, and you will see this as I give my reviews of WrestleMania matches, one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. But another thing about this show that I remember is kind of strange. I remember the Can-Am Connection versus Don Morocco and Cowboy Bob Orton. But not necessarily because the match was great. It was okay. But I remember my mom saying that she had gone to high school with a guy named Zink. And I thought that it was Tom Zink. Of course, thanks to Wikipedia, years later I would find out that Tom Zink was from nowhere near the Adirondacks, and it wasn't Tom Zink. But WrestleMania 3 stands out as perhaps the biggest event of my childhood as a wrestling fan because it just seems so huge. And although they perform in stadiums, football stadiums all the time now, and they'll be in the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium next week, this was the first time that they not only performed in a stadium, but sold it out. They'd had events in Shea Stadium. The AWA had done events in Metropolitan Stadium. But there was always a lot of space. The NWA did events in Comiskey Park where half the outfield was empty because they didn't sell seats there. But in the Pontiac Silverdome, they packed the Arena Bowl where the Lions played football. They packed the stands. There wasn't some big fancy stage like there is now, so it was legit a huge event, and it just seemed so big. But tell me your thoughts, what you remember most about WrestleMania 3 in the comments.